Today, we've got some breaking news that might leave you with a heavy heart. It's about the talented Australian driver Daniel Ricciardo and his aspirations to make a triumphant return to the Formula One grid. RedBull motorsport advisor Helmut Marko, known for his candid and sometimes ruthless remarks, has delivered a crushing blow to Ricciardo's dreams. In a recent interview, Marko didn't hold back in giving an honest verdict on the chances of seeing Ricciardo back in a permanent F1 seat for the 2024 season. The news has sent shockwaves through the F1 community, as fans have been eagerly following Ricciardo's journey and hoping for his return to the pinnacle of motorsport. But it seems that Marko's words have dealt a significant blow to those aspirations. As always, we'll dive deep into the details and explore the implications of Marko's statement, shedding light on what it means for Ricciardo's future in Formula One. Before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you never miss any updates from the world of Formula One. And don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts on Ricciardo's situation and your predictions for his future in the sport. Now, let's get straight to the heart of the matter and unravel the story behind Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko's verdict on Daniel Ricciardo's hopes for an F1 return. During the 2022 season, the news shook the F1 world when McLaren announced their decision to part ways with the talented Australian driver. As silly season kicked into high gear, fans and experts eagerly speculated about Ricciardo's next destination. Would he join a top-tier team or find a new home further down the grid? However, as the season progressed, it became painfully clear that Ricciardo had been unable to secure a seat for the 2023 season. Despite his proven skill behind the wheel and his infectious smile off the track, it seemed that the doors to the coveted F1 grid remained closed for him. This turn of events left fans and Ricciardo himself puzzled and disappointed. With his immense talent and experience, many believed that he would find a new team eager to harness his abilities. But sometimes, even in the world of motorsport, circumstances don't align as we hope. As we navigate through the twists and turns of Ricciardo's career, it's important to remember that Formula One is an ever-evolving sport, and opportunities can arise when least expected. While the disappointment of missing out on a 2023 seat may sting, it doesn't necessarily mean the end of the road for Ricciardo's F1 ambitions. Do you believe Ricciardo will bounce back stronger than ever? Will he find his way back to the grid and showcase his skills once again? Share your opinions in the comments below. After the conclusion of the 2022 season, Red Bull made headlines by signing Daniel Ricciardo as their third driver for the upcoming 2023 season. This move sparked speculation about Ricciardo's potential path back to a permanent seat in Formula One. However, recent remarks from Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko have cast doubt on those hopes. In a candid interview with motorsporttotal.com, Marko poured cold water on Ricciardo's aspirations for a competitive seat, claiming that the Australian driver is not at the same level as Red Bull's dynamic duo, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Marko specifically highlighted differences in their simulator performances. According to Marko, he's not at the level of Verstappen and Perez. These comments indicate that Red Bull may not see Ricciardo as a direct contender for a top-tier seat in the near future. While Ricciardo remains hopeful for a full-time return in 2024, his chances may be minimized by his insistence on securing a competitive seat. In a sport as fiercely competitive as Formula One, finding an available seat that aligns with one's ambitions can be a complex task. As we reflect on Marko's comments and Ricciardo's current position, it's important to remember that the dynamics of Formula One can shift rapidly. Drivers who may not be considered at the same level as their peers in one season can find themselves back in the championship hunt the next. In the coming months, we eagerly await further developments in Ricciardo's career. Will he find a path back to a top-tier team and prove his mettle once again, or will he need to recalibrate his expectations and explore alternative avenues within the sport? Only time will tell. We want to hear your take on this intriguing situation. Do you believe Ricciardo has what it takes to compete at the same level as Verstappen and Perez? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. There have been rumors in the Formula One paddock regarding Daniel Ricciardo potentially taking Nick de Vries's seat at AlphaTauri for the upcoming season. De Vries, who was in his rookie season, has struggled to make a significant impact so far. However, it is important to note that these rumors have not yet been confirmed by either team. Marko addressed the speculation, stating, "AlphaTauri is AlphaTauri, and Red Bull Racing is Red Bull Racing. Whether you drive in the midfield or at the front, that's a completely different pressure, a completely different climate." Marko emphasized the contrasting nature of the two teams and the different challenges they present. Marko further reflected on Ricciardo's career, acknowledging his talent but noting a decline during his stints with Renault and McLaren. Marko remarked, "We know his qualities. Then came the Renault era. Then McLaren came. And then there was a slump." As the 2023 silly season approaches, which refers to the period of speculation and negotiations for driver lineup changes, it remains to be seen if suitable openings will arise for Ricciardo. The question lingers, will he be considered for these opportunities? With teams constantly evaluating their options and striving for their perfect driver lineup, the upcoming months will undoubtedly be crucial for Ricciardo. As fans, we eagerly await any potential developments and keep a watchful eye on how the driver market shapes up. The absence of Ricciardo from the grid would undoubtedly leave a void in the hearts of fans. It's hard to imagine Formula One without his infectious enthusiasm and the thrill he brings to each race weekend. His presence adds an extra layer of excitement and entertainment that goes beyond the on-track battles. Daniel Ricciardo has become an integral part of the Formula One experience. His electrifying performances on the track, combined with his magnetic presence off it, have made him a true fan favorite. Ricciardo has the ability to captivate audiences, drawing them into the world of motorsport with his unique blend of skill, humor, and genuine charisma. Fans have come to rely on Ricciardo's trademark celebrations and his joyful interactions with the crowd. The mere sight of him donning a winner's trophy atop the podium, performing a shoey, sends ripples of excitement throughout the fan community. His infectious smile and positive demeanor have created countless unforgettable moments, making the sport all the more exhilarating. For Ricciardo's dedicated supporters, the news of him not securing a seat would be disheartening. These fans have formed a deep connection with the Australian driver, admiring not only his skill behind the wheel, but also his genuine and approachable nature. Ricciardo is a way of making fans feel like they're part of his journey, sharing in both the triumphs and the challenges. The impact of Ricciardo's absence would be felt far beyond the racetrack. His smile has the power to brighten even the gloomiest of days, and his positive attitude serves as an inspiration to many. He embodies the idea that success is not solely measured by podium finishes, but also by the joy and passion one brings to their craft. Losing such a vibrant and uplifting presence would undoubtedly leave a void in the sport. His infectious personality and genuine interactions with other drivers have forged strong friendships and fostered a sense of camaraderie on the grid. It's not uncommon to see Ricciardo sharing a laugh or engaging in friendly banter with his fellow competitors. His positive influence creates an atmosphere of mutual respect and sportsmanship, reminding us that fierce competition can coexist with camaraderie. Whether he's grinning ear to ear on the podium or displaying his trademark overtaking skills on the track, Ricciardo's presence brings joy and excitement to the Formula One community. He embodies the spirit of the sport and reminds us that it's not just about winning races, but also about enjoying the journey and spreading positivity along the way. In the unpredictable world of Formula One, opportunities can rise unexpectedly, and a driver's fortunes can swiftly change. We'll be here to keep you updated on any news and developments surrounding Daniel Ricciardo's future in the sport. So, like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more exciting updates in the world of Formula One.